I know you remember this guy. His name is John Eastman. This is him at President Trump's rally on January the 6th last year, the one where Trump and his allies riled up the crowd with lies about the election being stolen and then sent them off in the direction of the United States Capitol. John Eastman was a lawyer working on Trump's plan to overturn Joe Biden's election win. He's the one who wrote this crazy memo that laid out a step-by-step plan by which Vice President Mike Pence could hand the election to Trump on January the 6th. That plan, in a nutshell, was for Pence to declare that Biden's win in 7 swing states was disputed and therefore could not be counted. Well, emails that were just obtained by the Denver Post and published by Politico show how John Eastman was trying to lay the groundwork for that plan, how he was trying to create a pretext for Pence to reject Biden's win in those 7 states. What he did was he came up with a magic formula by which those states would just not count a whole bunch of Biden votes. Because remember, if you just toss out a whole bunch of your opponent's votes, voila, you win. Now, the reason these emails exist is actually kind of funny. In late November of 2020, after the election, you remember this, Pennsylvania Republicans hosted Trump lawyer Rudy Giuliani and his crack election fraud team for a presentation on how the election in Pennsylvania had been stolen from Trump. The Trump team wanted Pennsylvania Republican legislatures to overturn their state election results and hand the electoral votes to Trump. But a few days later, one of those Republican legislators writes to John Eastman in frustration. He says that he and his Republican colleagues really want to overturn the election results, but Giuliani's presentation was so bad, they don't know how to proceed. Quote, honestly, the Trump legal team was not exactly stellar at Pennsylvania's hearing and failed to provide the affidavits of their witnesses. It is for this reason that I so latched onto your comments that actual fraud is irrelevant when the election itself is unlawful, end quote. So, this Republican lawmaker in Pennsylvania, writing to John Eastman saying, we know in our bones there was tons of fraud and illegal voting, but Rudy can't prove it. So just tell us how we can still overturn the election. And John Eastman obliges.